Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Grossman and I'm your coach for the Texan Clearbodies in season number 2 of the No Bullshit League, and this is our week 2. The Texan Clearbodies are taking on Oshawotts, coach of the Orlando Oshawotts, in this battle and team builder. So the fact that this is a combined video can be explained really short and quickly, so let me go ahead and explain that. So Asha messages me, he's like, so we have to do this on Showdown. I'm like, okay, why? And he goes, because I'm in 9 leagues and I haven't gotten far enough in the game. I'm like, okay, 9 leagues is a lot of leagues. So he's in 9 leagues, he's not far enough in the game, his life is busy because basketball's a thing, so he's not far enough, so we have to do it on Showdown. So we did. What that means is that this is a combined video, meaning it will have the team builder and the battle combined into one for this upload. However, the Alola International that went up yesterday was separated, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, be sure to also enjoy this one because it's a good one. It is a good one. With that being said, this is also the 4th time I've recorded this, so hopefully this works out correctly. Spoilers and breaking the 4th wall. Anyways, let's me stop rambling and let's go ahead and start with the team builder and transition right into the battle. With that being said, let's jump into Pokemon Showdown, where our team is, as always. On the right side of the screen, as always, you have my draft as well as my opponent's draft for reference points at any point throughout the team building portion, so you guys have an idea of the thought process that went into the team that I built. The first thing that we have on our team this week, making a season debut, we had a few season debuts actually. Chidori, our Jolteon, the Life Orb, Volt Switch, or Volt Absorb ability, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, Shadow Ball, 4 HP, Max Special Attack, Modest Nature, 4, and then Max in Speed. So, Volt Switch and Thunderbolt, straightforward. Volt Switch is momentum, super effective damage on his Toxapex, super effective damage on his Slowking. Thunderbolt, Stab of Choice, super effective damage on his Slowking, super effective damage on his Toxapex. Hidden Power Ice, super effective damage on his Salamence, Superior, Crocodile, and potentially a decent hit on his Diancie. And then Shadow Ball is for his regular Rotom and his Slowking in case the Thunderbolt doesn't get the kill. 4 HP, Max Special Attack, Modest Nature, Max Speed. I actually got to be modest this week because my speed tier to break was 181. So his fastest thing on his team, as you can see, is his Superior, which hits a max base speed of 113, which caps out at 181 max speed, Timid Nature, or Jolly Nature if he decides to run physical for some reason. So my speed tier to break was 181, which means I can go to 182. And it turns out Jolteon, being 17 points above in base speed, is allowed to run modest and can match the 114 speed tier. Which means running modest Jolteon is fine because I'm able to hit the speed tier I need to hit. I am able to hit 182, and that's all I needed to hit. So I decided to run a Life Orb set this week. So yeah, the next thing, our IVs of course are adjusted to Hidden Power Ice. As I don't know if I could adjust that and still have Hidden Power Ice. I don't know. Either way, the next thing we have on our team this week is Aladdin, our Azelf with the Life Orb this week. I kind of wish I was Scarf, but you'll find out why I say that in the battle. We have Life Orb, Levitate, Energy Ball, Nasty Plot, Hidden Power Ice, Psychic, Energy Ball for Diancie, Slowking, Slowbro, Slowking, Toxapex, and Crocodile. Sorry, I don't know why I thought he had Slowbro. Hidden Power Ice for Salamence, Psychic for everything else. Nasty Plot, if I boost up once, I hit 1-hit KO everything, otherwise I 2-hit KO everything. 4 defense, or 4 HP, 4 defense, max special attack, 4 special defense, and 244 speed with Timid Nature. 244 speed with the Timid Nature allows me to hit 182, which I had already established is the speed tier to break. I had 12 EVs left. after putting max special attack because I want to hit as hard as possible 4, 4, 4, because if I decide to put any more than 4 EVs in my HP, I need to put all 12 in there. And that would still give me only 152 HP, and I want to be uneven. So I decided to put 4 EVs in my HP, giving me the uneven HP number, and then 4 in each of my stats, because that gives a little bit extra power or a little extra bulk to my defenses, which are already paper thin. So that's the thought process there. The next thing on our team this week is our Mega Xerxes, our Mega Pidgeot, starting off with Key and I into No Guard, Hurricane, U-Turn, Heat Wave, Hidden Power Electric. Hurricane, it KOs everything on his team. U-Turn is for Slowking, or Slowbro. Yeah, Slowking, sorry, it is Slowking. U-Turn is for Slowking. U-Turn is also for super effective damage on Crook, as well as Momentum. Crook takes anywhere between 20 and 24%, depending on his spread. Even if he is like a standard Stealth Rocker or a standard Scarf, he does take 20 anywhere between 21 and 26% with my investment, because I am a minus attack nature. There was no real nature that I could go with besides the timid nature, because U-Turn is there for mostly momentum anyways, so that's the thought process there. Hurricane, it KOs pretty much anything. I can't touch Toxapex outside of Hidden Power Electric, of course. I can also not touch Slowking very well besides U-Turn and Hidden Power Electric, but more dominantly Hidden Power Electric. Heat Wave is for Buzzwole and a few other things, but I don't need it there. I just have it there because I need a 4th move. Kinda wish I put Roost there. I thought about putting Roost there, but I didn't. Thought about it, didn't do it. It's fine. Next thing on our team this week is our Crump, our Empoleon, with Shuckleberry, in case he ends up being, so here's my thought process. In case he decided to have Earthquake Salamence, and I ended up in a situation against Salamence, Earthquake Salamence, or Hidden Power Ground Superior. Those are the 2 cases that Shuckleberry ends up working out for me. In this case, it didn't work out. I debated between Shuckleberry, Choppleberry, and Leftovers. Wish I went with Leftovers, but anyways, I didn't. Scald, Toxic, Stealth Rock, Ice Beam. Scald is the stab of choice. Super effective damage on Diancie. Scald has a chance to burn. And super effective damage on Diancie specifically. And then it can burn like Tauros and other things like that. Toxic is for Slowking, specifically because I can't touch that thing otherwise. Stealth Rock is Stealth Rock, and an Ice Beam is for Salamence for his Superior, in case I lead with it. In case he leads with it. Salamence, Superior, and his Crocodile. We have 252 HP, 220 defense, 36 special attack with the modest nature. This week I actually decided to be a bulky offensive variant, because Ice Beam with 36 modest actually gives me 59.9 or 59.6% damage to a standard offensive Superior, which is exactly what I wanted to do in case it had a lead matchup. In case he decided to lead Superior, I have Hidden Power Ice to fire off at it and essentially force it out. I thought about running Rindoberry, but turns out that actually he does 2-hit KO me with the spread I'm running, but if I was a defensive variant, he wouldn't have 2-hit KO'd me. So I decided, hey, I can live the hit. I can live one of them, so it's fine. I can fire off an Ice Beam. Hopefully he misses one of them, but who knows, we'll see. In any event, that's our spread on the Empoleon. The next thing we have on our build this week is another season debut, Red Bull, our Tapu Bulu, Life Orb with Grassy Surge ability. I wish I was like Leftovers or something instead. I kind of did debate with Leftovers, but I decided to go offensive with Life Orb. Woodhammer, Stone Edge, Mega Horn, Horn Leech, Max Attack, Adamant Nature, with max HP and 4 special defense. Not really much to it on this one. Life Orb gives a little extra power. Woodhammer pretty much desecrates his entire team. Horn Leech is recovery. Mega Horn is for Slowking specifically. And then Stone Edge is for Salamence and Buzzwole specifically. Woodhammer pretty much desecrates his entire team, i.e. Diancie, Toxapex, Slowking, Crocodile. Even after Intimidate, Woodhammer hurts like a bitch. And so yeah, that was the thought process there. Horn Leech is of course recovery for late game on top of the Grassy Surge. Mega Horn is just there in case the Slow King is physically defensive, and I'd rather get a hit with Mega Horn instead of Woodhammer, but Mega Horn is just coverage for that case, and that case only. So yeah, the next thing, and Mega Horn is also there for his Superior in case he ends up in a situation where I have Superior against this thing. I can fire off a Mega Horn and 2KO it. So yeah, the next and final thing we have on our team this week is last week's MVP, Toaster Strudel, our Rotom Heat with Leftover Levitate, Overheat, Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, and Pain Split. I wish I had Defog here, but you'll find out why I say that in the battle. You'll also find out why I wish I was Scarfed on Aladdin in the battle as well. Overheat, Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, Pain Split. Overheat for his Crook, in case he decides to leave that in. Overheat for his Buzzwole, and Overheat for his Superior. That is the stab of choice. Will-O-Wisp for Buzzwole, Will-O-Wisp for Crocodile, Will-O-Wisp for Diancie before it Mega Evolves in case it's physical. And then Will-O-Wisp, of course, for Slow King, just to put it on a timer of some sort. And then if I can get Marini or his Toxapex on a timer as well with Will-O-Wisp, that's great. Bullet Switch is momentum as well as super effective damage on Toxapex and Slow King. And then Pain Split is just recovery. I wish I had Defog here, but you'll find out why I say that later. 236 HP, 228 defense, bold nature. Because again, 228 defense, bold nature with 236 HP does not increase damage output after 228. And then 44 EVs left. I decided to dump them in my speed in case he decides to run a bulky screens Rotom. Regular Rotom, I can actually outspeed a standard Rotom that is not speed invested. In case he decides to run a defensive one, I can outspeed that and click like Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, or something like that. So that's the thought process there. But yeah, with that being said, that is our team this week, and let's jump into the battle, because I don't want to keep you all waiting for too long. So, as we see on our opponent's side, we see the Crocodile, we see the Mega Diancie, we see the Superior, we see the Rotom, we see the Salamence, and we see the Tauros. Exactly what I thought he would bring, to be completely honest with you. And as I covered in our team builder just now, we have Jolteon, we have Azelf, we have Mega Pidgeot, we have Empoleon, we have Tapu Bulu, and we have Rotom Heat. I believe I decided to lead with Rotom Heat, as he decides to lead with his regular Rotom, but let's find out. Let's jump in. So he leads with his regular Rotom, and I lead with my Toaster Strudel. He's actually faster on the first turn. I'm like, well, why are you faster? And the only reason that he's faster is either that he's Scarfed, which he's not, or that he's max speed, because it turns out base Rotom is base 91. Holy mackerel, that thing's fast. So he's actually faster because he is max speed, so I'm able to get off a Will-O-Wisp as he trades me with a Toxic. Like, okay, well, this is fine. He's burned, I'm taking toxic damage, but I have leftovers doing me. Oh, then he clicks Hex on top of the toxic damage. Like, oh, ow, that hurt like a fool, because Hex actually boosts power if he has a status condition to go off of. So I Volt Switch out because I'm like, okay, I can do something, you know? He actually, okay, so he uses Hex. I lose 62% of my HP. Volt Switch happens, 17%. I go back out, and I go to Jolteon, predicting the electric type attack. He takes burn damage. He makes a double into Crocodile, anticipating... He made the double, anticipating the electric type attack, which is exactly why in team building, I told you guys... I don't know if I told you guys, but I thought about running Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, but this Crocodile prevented me from doing that, because I didn't want to end up in this exact situation, where he makes an electric type breed, and I'm stuck. So, fire off Shadow Ball because it's a middle ground play. Kind of wish I clicked Hidden Power now. It's fine. He takes a crit 17%, and that tells me, okay, this thing is bulky beyond belief. And so I fire off Hidden Power Ice, and he's actually not faster than me because he's bulky. And it is in fact confirmed that he is a bulky set because he's able to live the Hidden Power. He clicks Pursuit, predicting me to switch. I click Hidden Power again. I don't get the kill because of the damage rolls, Life Orb, and then Pursuit. I'm forced here to double down with this crocodile. I'm like, okay, I can take that because he doesn't get rocks for free now. Turns out his crook didn't even have rocks. So I double down to Life Orb. And I go to Rotom because that's the middle ground play. He goes to Mega Diancie, and I click Will-O-Wisp here as he clicks Protect. I'm going to click Will-O-Wisp again. I'm going to make a fool of myself because I'm going to take Toxic damage first. Then he's going to click Stealth Rock. I'm like, okay. So this is your Stealth Rocker. That's a little bit of a problem. He actually has Magic Bounce. Mega Diancie, for those of you who don't know, because I forgot for some reason, has Magic Bounce when it Mega Evolves, which means I cannot status it. So, you know, this Mega Diancie is just sitting here, and I just wasted a turn because I'm a fool. So, you know, Leftovers, Toxic, Protect again because he wants to stall out the Toxic. I clicked Overheat because I was like, let me get some chip damage. He actually wants Toxic to kill me, so he decided, you know, now I can click Moonblast. He gets to kill. I'm like, okay. Into Empoleon because I was like, okay, I can click Scald here. I can pretty much click Scald for free here, and he's not going to like it. He goes into Rotom. Scald pops. It does 2-hit KO him, but he pops an IAPA Berry after the burn. As I'm like, okay. Volt Switch is a 2-hit KO because I'm not defensive. Into Superior he goes. Scald hits. I wish I clicked Ice Beam here, but I didn't. He misses a Leaf Storm, which is unfortunate. I click Toxic because I need to put that thing on a timer. I wish I clicked Ice Beam. Again, I wish I clicked Ice Beam. He misses Leaf Storm again. I'm like, oh. Here's your Ice Beam. Toxic doesn't end up mattering. Because, well, it does actually. Because Leaf Storm kills me. Toxic then kills him. So I am glad I clicked Toxic there. He goes into Tauros. I go to Azelf. I'm like, okay, this is fine. He's actually Choice Scarf Tauros, which is something that crossed my mind, but I was like, it's fine. He's too fast to, you know, run Scarf, but he ran Scarf for my team. So he's actually Scarfed Rock Climb. Like, ooh, that is a lot. He lives on 8% or 6%. I'm so irritated because I wish I had rocks now, but I don't. And Azelf lives on 1%, dies to Rock Climb on the next turn, and his Bull is just sitting here. Tapu Bulu comes in. He switches out to Salamence to intimidate me, which is a great play on his part. I click Horn Leech because I was like, hey, I can get the 6% recovery. It's fine. But he actually intimidated me, which is like, okay, now I have to switch. I go into Mega Pidgeot because I was like, okay. He actually fires off a Fire Blast, coming prepared. He actually switches out as I Mega Evolve and click Hurricane because that's not going to do anything to Diancie. I live the Fire Blast because of the 52 HP, by the way. I outspeed, and he sacks the Rotom to 2 Hurricanes because it is a bulky-ish one. 2 Hurricanes kill the Rotom, which I'm like, okay, why'd you let me kill that? I don't know why you let me kill that. Goes back to Tauros. He's Scarfed Ironhead, and Ironhead 1 kills Mega Pidgeot. Ironhead 2 kills Tapu Bulu. Actually, Ironhead 3. Horn Leech kills that thing, which is great, but Diancie, or Salamence rather, Diancie comes in, is faster than me, because I'm not speed invested, I'm actually max HP, which is why I was able to live the Ironhead, and then Diancie claims a 2-0 win. It's fine, Asha wins the game, but it was a very well fought game, a little questionable on some of his plays, but again, it's his plays, he did win, and we misplayed beyond belief, but hey, it's fine. I learned from my mistakes. It's fine. Good games to Asha, of course. His team he actually provided me. It should be linked in the description down below if you're curious to find out his thought process, because he's not actually uploading the match, but he did provide me his team builder portion. He did provide me the team that he decided to run. His Salamence ended up being bulky, but his team is linked in the description. If you are curious to find out what his team was, I have that linked in the description for you guys. Be sure to check it out. But with that being said, my name is Metagrassman, and I'll see you next time for week 3 of the No Bullshit League. Until then, though, I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.